I'm going to endorse Michelle Malkin's book, Sold Out. She wrote it with a guy named John Miano, and they address something that is very key and very, very excellent, that not too many Americans know what's going on. Now, President Trump's aware of it, and President Trump tries to take care of the situation. One of the biggest threats to the American worker right now is the H-1B visa, or the H-1 visa that allows foreign guest workers to come over here. Okay, and they're always, and not the visa in itself, but companies always wanting an increase in the visa and laying off and firing American workers to get these workers on the H-1B visa. Let me explain this, okay? A lot of these workers come from India, and I want strong U.S.-India ties, okay? I admire the country of India. I admire what India did in the Korean War, and I've discussed that in previous videos. But the problem comes when you're laying off American workers, and the book shows you in the beginning of the chapter that Disney did it to American workers who were commended for what they were doing, who got good reviews, good reports, and they were being laid off for these workers from India on the H-1B visa, and Disney paid these workers about half of what they would pay an American worker, and these American workers who were being fired had to train the Indian workers before they could leave their job, and basically Disney had threatened them to... Disney had basically threatened them if these people didn't train the newcomer Indian workers. I said that Indian workers that were coming in, they weren't going to get letters of recommendation. They weren't going to get their severance pay. They were not going to get any of that, and that's a pretty cruddy thing to do. Now, I'm not calling for a boycott of Disney. Okay, Disney still hires plenty of American workers. They offer health benefits to part-time employees. Are one of the few companies that do that, and plus they make a lot of movies, and the movies that they release in movie theaters help keep a lot of teenagers who work in movie theaters employed, not just teenagers but college students who are trying to put themselves through college. So I'm not calling for a boycott for those reasons, but people need to be aware of this H-1B visa, and the president as well as the legislative body can put a cap on how many H-1B visas companies can allow to people. And that is a huge problem. And if some people are saying, well, we're helping build up India's economy by doing this, and India is a key ally, yes, India is a key ally to the war on terror. But this is not building up India's economy. There is a lot of exploitation that goes on with these H-1B visas, as the book points out. Google, Facebook, a lot of these companies are doing this. It's not small businesses a lot of times. It's these major conglomerates, and they're lobbying, and they appeal to Congress to get congressmen to allow them more of these H-1B visas. And it's not just Democrats. It's Orrin Hatch is one of them. I admire Marco Rubio. He does a lot of good things, but Marco Rubio is one of them. It is definitely not just Democrats. It's a bipartisan situation. And the people that are allowing these H-1B visas, people need to call them on it, because as much as I like visiting other countries and having good relations with other countries, the fact of the matter is, because I'm an American, the American worker in this situation comes first. Now, if the American workers were not showing up on time, if they were not performing right, I would think differently. But particularly the situation with Disney and a lot of the situations with the companies that are mentioned in the book, the American workers were doing great, and they were getting good performance reviews. So anyways, hope everyone's doing well. Take care. God bless everybody. Bye-bye.